Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I am Jayla of Cartridge and this is Rose of Winter. So this is a game that's currently being greenlit on Steam, or it was the last time I checked. I don't know if it's gone through already. And here is the demo of it that was available to download from their website. So this game was actually recommended to me by Jess because apparently she thought I'd like to play it and do it as a demo. So without further ado, let's go for it. I don't know anything about the game, by the way, so... oh, there's the music. Beware, evildoers, for I am Rosemary, the Knight of Winter. I just, punched myself in the chest when I did that. I don't know why. Or should it be the Blade of Winter? Oh, maybe the Rose of Winter. There we go. Doesn't that sound impressive? You know, a symbol of hope bursting through the ice. That's good, right? I mean, it's not too completely embarrassing, is it? Oh well, I'll figure out a good heroic sounding title someday. My actual name is Rosemary, which isn't very knightish. Well, sure it is. Rosemary's a... well, okay, well, not really, but you can pretend it is. And as for the Blade of Winter stuff, well, I'm in a place where it's been snowing a lot, and, you know, to be honest, I just think it sounds cool. Oh god, the art is so cute though, and I love that the expressions actually change as you go through the dialogue. Cool stuff doesn't have to make sense, right? Yeah. Anyway, about a year ago, I left my family's farm to fulfill my destiny and become a knight. Sounds pretty amazing, right? I thought so too. My travels eventually brought me to this tavern at the foot of Mount Needle. Mount Needle, that sounds terrifying. You wouldn't know it from how cozy it is in here, but the mountain outside is super dangerous. Mount Needle, so named for the freezing winds that pierce your very skin. Oh, that's not nice. Crawling with deadly beasts that hunger for human flesh. Only the bravest of the brave dare to venture here. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place for an aspiring knight to find her destiny? Yeah, actually. Oh, I'm so excited. Excuse me. Anyway, once I got here, I knew I needed to find a job, and fast. Luckily, there were four handsome princes all in need of an escort across the mountain, and I'm just the knight to do it. That determination on her face is so... god, she's so cute. Okay, maybe there are more jobs than just those four. God damn it, Rosemary. But the handsome princes were what I focused on. They all sounded pretty interesting. And by interesting, I mean hot. God dang it. But I ended up choosing to help Tyrone, the Prince of Dragons. Oh, okay, cool. I know. He doesn't look like a dragon. That's because he's a fire dragon, and cold places like this make him super weak. Well, that's fair. So Tyrone was forced into human form to save energy. Luckily for me, his human form just happens to be really pretty. God. Anyway. Since he's weak and vulnerable, it's my job to protect him and make sure he gets across the mountain safely. When we started our journey, it was awkward at first. He's not even human, and also thousands of years old. So it was kind of hard to find stuff to talk about. Plus, knights and dragons historically don't get along. Well, you're not wrong there. But as our journey went on, things started to get interesting. Interesting in what way, you ask? Well, you'll see. Oh, shit. Okay, so... oh god, I have to do voices. Quick white lie that I made earlier was that I don't know anything about the game. That's not 100% true. I know a little about the game, and that basically it's kind of... my understanding is it's like a visual novel story type of thing, where you get to choose... I think in the finished game you get to choose one of the four princes to escort. I'm not 100% sure. That was the impression I got. But I think that for the demo, you were forced into picking Tyrone or something. I don't know. But I don't know much else about it. It's just that I just knew she was trying to become a knight. Or she was a knight or something like that. I don't know. It's okay. It's fine. It was literally what it said on the Greenlit page in the summary. So it's fine. Shit, I gotta do voices. So, young Rosemary. I don't think that's what a dragon would sound like. Oh, fuck it. It seems you don't know much about dragons. I guess not. I just know the old stories. The ones they tell you when you're a kid. But those fairy tales are mostly made up, aren't they? Dragons capturing maidens and devouring villagers. You guys aren't like that in real life. I wasn't sure if I should ask about it, though. Well, you just did. Well, why not? Are you frightened of me? Well, am I? I hadn't thought about that, not in any serious way. He's so frail and fragile, I can't see him as some monstrous beast. Excuse you, dragons are not monstrous, they are amazing. But then, once or twice I've caught a glimpse of something strange inside him. What? And when I start really thinking about his true nature, I feel dizzy. Like I'm looking into a well and I can't see the bottom. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't like it. Tyrone chuckles darkly, and I realize I haven't said anything out loud yet. You're taking a long time. Is it such a hard question to answer? I'm not sure how I feel exactly. Tell me this then. Which dragon stories do you know? What, the stuff for kids? Come on, you don't want to hear that. I certainly do. The human perspective can be illuminating. Oh, well, in that case, the one I know best is the story of Camellia. You've probably heard that one, right? It's famous. Camellia. Please, refresh my memory. I am old, and these things run away from me over the years. I feel silly telling bedtime stories, but hey, you asked for it. Let's see. Camellia and the dragon. She was this woman, the most beautiful in her village, right? She could have married any man, but instead she was wooed by a terrifying dragon. No offense. None taken. The dragon... This is so cute. I don't know what's going on. Like, she's just an adorable character. I just really like... She has... Just take a pause a second. She has these genuine reactions that I really like, and it's kind of cute. The dragon promised her eternal love, and riches and glory beyond what anyone in the poor village could ever hope to give her. So, Camellia fell in love with this dragon, and chose him out of all her suitors. The dragon flew her away from the village, promising her safety in his mountain lair. But once they got there, he devoured her, and she was never seen again. Oh. I quickly cut myself off. Why was I so blunt about the devouring part? That must be, like, super rude. But Tyrone says nothing. He's not even looking at me. So I guess the point is, don't pick a guy just because he promises you lots of material things. But I always thought that was sad. She deserved to die just for wanting a better life? You may be overthinking the story's moral. It sounds to me like a simple warning. Stay away from dragons. Tyrone turns to stare right into me. His face is passive, but something in his eyes puts me on edge. I'm flustered, but I won't shy away. I stare right back without flinching. I don't know. You're a dragon, and you're nice enough to me. Ha, you're very polite. But what if that story is true? What if I told you I was that dragon, and Camellia my lover? The lover I betrayed and devoured. Would you still think me so nice? What? No, that can't be true. You're just kidding around with me. Right? I do not kid around. I am many centuries old. The story of Camellia and the dragon has endured where other tales were forgotten. It must have a certain resonance. But everyone knows it's just a made-up fairy tale. Do you pretend to know my own history better than I do? Don't forget, I am Tyrone, son of the great queen of dragons. I remember more about this world than you could ever learn. But dragons being monsters and eating people, that's just a thing from stories. Or at least, real dragons only did that a long time ago. But now we all live together peacefully. Yes, and it was a long time ago that I knew Camellia. A different time, more wild, and in many ways more honest. It's true that we no longer eat humans, yet we all remember how you taste. Who could forget? For a dragon, human meat is by far the most delicious, nearly irresistible. And I knew, just from her smell, that Camellia would taste better than any other. She was a human worth savoring. Damn. You smell very much like her, Rosemary. Oh, I feel very cold inside, not because of the snow. Yeah, I don't blame you. But dragons are intelligent. They're not animals. You've chosen not to eat humans, so why are you even telling me this? Are you trying to scare me? His eyes are sharp and fierce, even within that lovely, delicate face. I don't know if I call it delicate, but you know. For the first time, I truly understand that I'm talking to something ancient, wild, dangerous. I simply want to know, Rosemary. Do you think I'm telling the truth? Do you believe that I devoured Camellia? Oh, fuck. A choice. I'm gonna go with I think you did. Because that sounds like... I'm gonna go with I think you did. Yes. This will sound silly, but when I look into your eyes, I see something. Something I don't understand. It's like you live in, a different world. A crueler world with strange rules. So, yes, I think the story is true. That doesn't sound silly at all. You are a very perceptive young woman. A chill runs down my spine. My intention is not to frighten you, Rosemary, but you deserve to know what kind of creature you travel with. Let's just stop talking about it for now, okay? We still have a long way to go. He says nothing more, which is fine by me. We keep walking. Tyrion's weak human form shivers in the cold, and he holds onto my shoulder for balance. His touch is so soft and light, I can barely feel it. I'm happy to keep him steady. He looks so vulnerable now, it's hard to remember how he made me feel so cold inside. As we walk, I do my best to push those dark thoughts out of my mind. Well, no, rushing river. Eventually we come to a rushing river and the wreckage of a bridge I'd planned for us to cross. It's also the only bridge around for miles. Well, excuse my language, but this is a bit of a pickle. In my true form, I could step right across the river like this. And that's definitely not an option? I'm afraid not. Even maintaining this useless shape is exhausting in the cold. What else would you do? Just fade out of existence? Interesting. Alright then, I'll just have to carry you across. Can you do that? Is that entirely necessary? We could walk along the bank and look for another bridge, but that might take hours, and I don't even know if we'll find anything. You want to get to the city quickly, don't you? This is the best way I can think to do that. Voices. Very well. Tyrion draws closer to me. I put my arms around his waist and lift. Even with his piles of robes, he's shockingly light. He puts his arms around my shoulder. I can feel his skin brush just for a moment against my face. Even his scales are light and soft. It's easy to lift him high enough that the water won't touch him. This will be a piece of cake. I hope. Carefully, I step into the rushing water. I wouldn't... Okay. The current is strong, but the river isn't too deep or even all that far across. Ideally, I'd throw a rope across to try to steady us, but I can't do that while I'm carrying him at the same time. Tyrion says nothing, but I feel him shiver in my arms. I can do this. Don't worry. I trust you, Rosemary. His body shakes, but his voice is steady. Maybe he really does trust me. I guess I have to trust him, too. We start across the river. I take it one step at a time, carefully seeking out good footing so we don't slip. The freezing water rushes around my legs, but I keep my balance. I can feel Tyrion holding tight. I won't let him fall. Are you guys gonna make it? My way across, the water is up to my chest, but I think that's as high as it will go. You better hope so. We're in good shape. I'm holding Tyrion steadily out of the water. We're almost there. Just a little more. All of a sudden, oh fucking hell. The wind against the street. Tyrion's long hair whips to my face and eyes, and the freezing water froths around us. A blanket of black clouds overtakes the sky. That's all the warning we get. And suddenly the snow crashes down in thick, suffocating sheets. This awful mountain is known for its sudden, violent storms that come and go in the blink of an eye. I should have known the weather was way too good to be true. Rosemary, don't worry. Maybe I've got you. Well, a blast of snow hits me like a cannonball. I fall. Tyrion tumbles into the river and disappears into the freezing foam. Oh god. It happens so quickly it hardly registers. No. No! I won't let this happen. I can't let this happen. I am a knight. I will protect my prince. God damn it. My hand finds a jutting rock and grabs hold. I pull myself up out of the water and try to make sense of what's happening. You guys are gonna freeze to death. My body aches with cold, but every ounce of my strength is dedicated to keeping myself focused. A flash of a scaly arm breaks out of the water ahead, desperately grasping the air. He's still close enough that I can reach him. Tyrion, hold on, I'm coming! The wind screams, the river roars around me. I block it all out and lunge forward, grabbing hold of Tyrion and dragging his body up out of the water. I have no idea how long it takes to make it to the other side. I'm giving everything I have just to hold us together. Tyrion is heavy in my arms, soaking wet and freezing, but I hold on tight. I'll never let go of him. God damn it, that's it's so cheesy, but it's not. I don't expect anything less. I'll never let go of him again. Like, not even cheesy in a bad way, it's just cheesy. Oh god, you guys are gonna freeze to death out here, aren't you? We make it out of the river. The snow is heavier than I've ever seen. Tyrion looks diminished, pale. His body is shaking violently. I'm scared. You saved me. Are you kidding? I'm the one who put you in danger. No, it was the river that almost killed me. It would have if not for you. My eyes burn with tears. No, there's no time to cry. We won't be safe until I get us somewhere warm. I go to my pack for supplies, but it was ripped apart in the jagged rocks when I fell. Our food, tents, medicine, clothes, everything we need to make a fire for the night. All lost to the river. Damn, that sucks. My heart plummets. The only thing left is one thick winter coat wrapped in sealskin to keep it dry. The cold pounds away at me like a hammer, but Tyrion looks much worse. You wear the cloak, Rosemary. You need your strength to save us both. How could you even suggest that? Tyrone, you're already sensitive to the cold. You look like you're about to... I am much older than you. I've lived through worse than this. But his voice fades even as he says the words. See, sensibly, I'd like to take the cloak. But, because he's a dragon, like, why? I don't know why I'm so invested. This is literally a demo. I can do whatever the hell I want. And I don't know, that's not a good way to think about this. I don't... She would insist on giving him the cloak. I wrap the cloak around her and start moving again. The snow is like knives sliding through my armor and into my skin. I ignore the pain and carry him as fast as I can. Barely aware of what I'm doing, I manage to find a small cave in the cliffside. I pull us into it. It's cold, but dry. I set Tyrone down gently, and then my legs collapse out from under me. Whoa. I'm on the ground. Did I hit my head? I can't remember. Oh, that's strange. I thought I felt fine, but now it's all catching up to me at once. My head swims. My body aches with a cold so sharp it almost burns. I'm fading, but it's okay. Is it? No, it's not, actually. No matter what happens to me, at least I kept him safe. Well, he's kind of stranded out here alone. I don't know if that's the case anymore. That's what a real knight would have done. Minutes or hours might have passed. I have no way of knowing. I wait to find Tyrone's burning eyes staring into me once more. His face is so near, but why? Am I dreaming? What the fuck? He kisses me softly on the... Words, Jayla. He kisses me softly on the forehead and beautiful warmth blooms inside me. If this is a dream, it feels real. Another kiss and another on my cheeks, my eyelids, my nose. Each touch of his soft mouth sparks a surge of heat all through my body. Is he like using his dragon powers or something? Or is she just, being... At last I feel his kiss on my lips. The heat anchors me to life. I don't know if it's if it's dragon magic or what. All I know is that it saves me. You did not do as I said. That was very stupid of you. Well, yeah, I know. I see he has taken off my armor, which was freezing and wet, leaving me in my underclothes relatively dry. If I weren't so exhausted and cold, I might feel embarrassed. Right now, though, I'm just happy. So happy we're both okay. Tyrone, our supplies are gone. I don't know how we're going to keep warm. After all that, we might still freeze to death. No, we will not. I cannot take my true form here, but I am still a dragon. His golden eyes begin to glow. Something's happening, but I'm not sure what. He takes my hand in his and guides it beneath his innermost cloak to press against his slim chest. Just under his scaly skin is what feels like a molten core, blazing hot, a furnace inside him. His dragon heart. Question mark? I move closer and lay against him. He adjusts his last dry cloak so we are both wrapped up in it, sharing the fire blazing inside him. A warm little bubble safe from the howling wind. God damn it. Tyrone. Yes, Rosemary? I know you won't eat me, because... Before I can tell him why, I drop like a stone into sleep. Good. Don't make a fool of yourself, girl. Oh, that's it! Oh, that's right, I forgot the music is by Toby Fox. Coming... Oh! Wait, what? As in, like, releases... Wait, what? Well then. Fair enough. I wonder what happens if you... choose the other options. You know, we're gonna find out what happens if we choose the other options. I'm curious. So last time I chose I think you did. I'm gonna choose I think you didn't this time and see what happens. No, I can't imagine you would do something so cruel. I haven't known you very long, but you don't look like a monster to me. You look soft and gentle. Or I just mean, I can't imagine you'd want to eat me. Don't be so certain of that. A chill runs down my spine. My intention is not to frighten you, Rose. Oh, is this the same? But you deserve to know what kind of creature you travel with. Yeah, okay, so this is the same. Alright, next choice. Let's go. So this time I'm gonna see what happens if I wear the cloak, or Rosemary wears the cloak. I'm going to have to trust him on this one. I throw the cloak on and start moving. I'm not completely warm, but it's enough to keep me going. I make my way through the ice as fast as I can, clutching Tyrone's trembling body close and searching for any possible shelter I can find. The snow is caking onto him. It feels like he's fading. I have to hurry. There's a small cave in the cliffside, and I manage to pull us inside. It's cold, but dry. It will have to do for now. I lay Tyrone gently down, but his skin is almost purple with chill. I brush the snow off of him as much as I can. His chest rises and falls, but it's so feeble it terrifies me. Without even thinking, I shuck off my armor till I'm in my underclothes, which are relatively dry. I do the same to Tyrone's outermost robes, which are soaked through with snow and can't be much help to him. I press his bedraggled body against my own. My body heat might not be enough for a fire dragon, but what else can I do? I rub him all over and try to enfold him completely. He gives no resistance and seems so much smaller without the bulk of his robes. Is it working? Does he feel any warmer? I can't tell. Rosemary. Exclamation points. Thank you. His voice is weak, but he's alive. I'm so happy I almost start crying. Tyrone, our supplies are gone. Oh, I think this is the same. Don't know how we're gonna keep warm. Might freeze to death. Oh yeah, so this is all the same. Cool. So this is a... because, yeah, okay, so it's all the same. So yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in this game now. More so than I thought it was going to be. The art style is pretty cute. I like it. And I like the way that Rosemary has pretty genuine reactions when things happen and when she says things. And I think that's really nice. And the way their expressions actually change throughout the course of the dialogue is pretty cool. But yeah, this has been the demo for Rose of Winter. And it's on Steam Greenlight. Or it was on Steam Greenlight when I downloaded the game. I don't know if it's still there for voting. But if it is, go vote for it if you're interested. Because I think I will. Because I like this. This is pretty cool. Apparently it comes out in September. Came out in September, depending on when this video comes out, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!